I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comics and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Daredevil issue number 598. Is a New York under the sway of the Kingpin ready to combat a serial killer like Muse? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so ever since his escape, Muse, the inhuman serial killer with a flair for the artistic, has been going on a spree. Not a killing spree though, a graffiti spree. He's been creating building-sized wonderful pop art pieces dedicated to the street-level heroes, like the ones who are in direct opposition to Mayor Fisk right now. No one knows how he's doing it so quick or how they can't scrub them off the walls. Needless to say, the mayor is pretty damn pissed, especially at a time when he's trying to demonize the superhero community. Here comes an artist turning them into folk heroes again. Daredevil desperately wants to go out there and join the hunt for Muse, but he can't. His job as deputy mayor is keeping him tied up in as much red tape and paperwork as he can possibly imagine, all Fisk doing, of course. Why, Matt Murdock even takes quite the risk and threatens showing his hand by telling Fisk he doesn't know what he's dealing with in Muse, that this guy is incredibly dangerous, and that if the mayor wanted, Murdock could totally reach out to his friends in the superhero community. Remember, Kingpin at this time, like everyone else, has had his memories messed with, so while he does not believe Matt Murdock is Daredevil, he is getting pretty suspicious about his connections. Now, earlier in the issue, Daredevil had managed to slip a tracker onto Wesley, Kingpin's number 2 man, and decides later that night to go follow him around and see where he goes. And wait, why is Daredevil back in the black costume? At first I just thought it was an artistic choice to show off shadows, but nope, in the next panel he's wearing the black suit. Did the artist not get the memo, or is he really back wearing it now? Is this some sort of stealth thing, like he's hoping that the cops won't notice him if he's wearing a black suit or something? Like the big DD on his chest is not a huge giveaway of who he is? Well, that's all besides the point, I guess. What's Wesley up to? Well, he's going around to all the biggest gang lords in New York. Hammerhead, who is still alive, despite being dead in the pages of the Defenders. Black Cat, who is still evil in this, despite having gone good in a newer issue of Spider-Man. As well as Diamondback and the Owl to offer them, get this, new cabinet positions in the Fisk administration. Yeah, that's right, in Fisk's New York, supervillains are going to be running the education, the sanitation, and oh so much more. Oh sure, they may be evil, they may have criminal records as long as my arm, but they're political outsiders. We should hear what they have to say. Now that's all pretty horrifying, but what about the on-the-loose serial killer Muse? As we check in with him, he's actually finishing up his next piece, a loving rendition of The Punisher. A group of passers-by, clearly not understanding what they're dealing with in Muse, want to try and grab a picture of him, thinking that he's the next Banksy or Mark Echo. All too quickly though, Muse flips his freak switch and reminds us, oh yeah, he's pretty dangerous. Then a bunch of cops show up to try and apprehend him, and they all end up dead. Moreover than that, they end up part of his twisted mural, which he agrees makes it a much better piece overall, and that's where the comic ends. So that's Daredevil, everybody, and overall this continued to be another pretty solid issue, despite some nagging continuity issues that go unexplained. Is this Marvel editorial not caring about what's happening in the Defenders book, or is this them saying, hey, Bendis is gone now, what he did in Defenders doesn't count anymore? All the same though, loving the tense cat and mouse game that's going on with Murdock and Fisk. I like Muse kind of messing with everyone's idea of what he was going to do once he escaped, and I got a big old smile on my face at the prospect of a supervillain run city. Overall, I think I feel comfortable giving this one a 7.5 out of 10. It was another good little Daredevil story, so I hope you enjoyed the video, everyone, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other ones I've been working on. Then you can follow me on social media at Cape Joel, and if you like what I do and are feeling in a particularly supportive mood, please by all means check out my Patreon page down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.